Shalom Chiefs, welcome back to today's video, and in this video we are back once again for the preparation videos for the Galarian Legion Challenge, and this is the 7th episode or the 7th video within this series, which is going to be for the Dragon type gym and the Drake badge. So if you do enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and obviously check me out on Twitch every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 6:30 PM GMT or BST depending on the current time zone. But however, there is going to be a change to my schedule coming up due to myself going back to university, which is going to take effect in the next couple of weeks or so. But due to the recording right now, as of the recording right now, sorry, that is the current schedule that I am on. Be sure to leave a comment down below because that really helps me out in the algorithm, and obviously check out ASConflict on both YouTube and Twitch. His links are down below in the description. So let's get a move on. So as you guys know, we are going to be taking on the Dragon gym, as I've said, and this is going to be our team. Now luckily the Mimikyu that we're actually hunting on my streams right now is going to be available, which is going to be really good. The Gardevoir, as you guys know, came in heavily clutch, or came in very strong in the last episode for the Brawler badge, which I didn't think we would win at all. So that is exceptional, you know, exceptionally important for the next one, because as you guys can see from the Dragon, we've got Dragon, Ice and Fairy to deal with here. Now I was considering bringing back Haxorus for this battle, but due to how it's been, and I think how well the Gyarados could perform, the Rhyperior can now perform with the Earthquake, which I'm keeping now instead of using Stone Edge, because yes, Stone Edge gives you high critical hit damage, but the Earthquake I think gives us a nice balance due to the Ground and Rock typing. So I think that's really nice. And obviously the Volcarona is still very strong. Obviously I know you guys didn't see it in the last battle, but we didn't need it because Sizzle came in really strong, and so did Gardevoir. And I think this Mimikyu will come in really strong for the extra, you know, physical damage plus the Shadow Sneak priority, as I stressed in the last one, which could be heavily really strong. This was again the build that Conflict used against me in the Cupcake badge, the Fairy Gym itself, or for the Cupcake badge. And I still think Ferrothorn could come in very well, especially if there is another Focus Sash Mom that there was, like the Blaziken in the previous gym, with the Stealth Rocks, also the Leech Seed. You know how much I like the Leech Seed and the Power Whip and the Gyro Ball build. I absolutely love this build of Ferrothorn, so I think that's going to be a really strong Mon to bring in as well. And I don't think there's any need to take the Gyarados out, because if I could get the Dragon Dance off, the waterfall for flinch and the bounce could be heavy, and so could the Earthquakes. We've got 2 Earthquakers to get us, you know, extra damage there as well. So I think that's really good. So I'm pretty happy with this team. I'm pretty happy with the, you know, the weaknesses there. Yes, like I said, we could have bought the Haxorus back, but I think it's good to play safe and keep the Gyarados in. So I think that's the best way to do it. So without further ado, what we're going to end up doing, as we usually do, is heading on down to our box here and then typing in Dragon types and having a little look at what Conflict could bring into the 7th gym. So what he could bring in, there's quite a lot straight in OU straight away. Now there's a lot looking at it here, and we will do the typings as I always do on Bulbapedia, and I will get that up in a second. But looking at a few here, there's a lot he could bring, but there's also some that he's already personally, I think, already brought that he can't bring back. Or there's a couple that he wouldn't bring back. He could potentially, but I don't think he would do that. I think he wants to keep it, you know, varied. So the first one we've got to look into is of course the Dragapult. Obviously it is Dragon Ghost, I do know that for a fact. Now it does have the Clear Body or the Infiltrator, and it could have Cursed Body. I think it might have Clear Body, or maybe I'm not too sure. I don't think he would go with HA. So he's got Ghost, Ice, Dragon, Dark and Fairy, and you've got the 1-time Psychic. It is resistance to Bug, Fire and Water and Grass, so we've got to be careful a little bit there, and it is immune to fighting. Again, I think that's the way to do it. In fact, actually, I forgot to mention as well that on my Rhyperior, instead of Fire Punch for this, because of that typing, I've actually changed Fire Punch to Ice Punch. Literally, it's the same thing, and I'm pretty sure it's a TM, so it's not hard to change over at all. And I can do that after this battle, pretty much, or after this recording, because it's really simple to switch over. But I've changed that punch over from Fire Punch to Ice Punch to benefit that extra, you know, that ice super effective sort of moves there as well. I forgot to mention that at the start as well. There is a slight water disadvantage there. Ground and Rocker are in the 1x. There's the flying's in the 1x as well, and so is the psychic and steel, things like that as well. So Gyro Ball's kind of okay there as well. So Dragonite is in there, and then we got to do Garchomp. Dragonite is Dragon Flying, I believe, off the top of my head. Yeah. And for Dragonite, we are looking at a ×2 to Rock, ×4 to Ice, ×2 to Dragon, and ×2 to Fairy. Now, that's really interesting. The Flying, the Poison, the Ghost, the Steel, Electric, Psychic, they're all 1x. Halves are Fighting, Bug, Fire, Water, and Grass. Kind of a mixed bag there. Now, I think the Garchomp is Dragon Ground. I don't know if it's that way around. He could bring that one with him. Again, ×4 to Ice, a Dragon and Fairy there. I think in some respect, I think his ground also doesn't help with the ice typing there, hence why it's 4x to that. What else have we got here? We've got the Hydreigon. He could flip us and bring his own Hydreigon, which is obviously Dark Dragon there. I want to obviously check the Hydreigon out just for its weaknesses. I always do this just in case, even with the mons that I have myself. So there is the Fighting ×2, the Bug ×2 for Bug Buzz. You've got the Ice one there, and the Dragon, and ×4 to Fairy there. That could be risky. A lot of these ×4s could be very, very risky there with that. You've also got the 1x is Flying, Poison, Rock, and Steel. And then you've got the resistances to Ghost, Fire, Water, Grass, Electric, and obviously Dark as well. He could bring Dracossauro. I'm trying to think if he's bought one of them before. We've not faced an Electric Gym, so he could bring the Dracozolt in, which is obviously Electric Dragon here. We are looking at a Ground Ice Dragon Fairy. Nothing too, surprising there. With the Fighting, Poison, Rock, Bug, Ghost, Psychic, Dark, all in the normal 1x, so that's pretty good. We've got a nice coverage there. The only ones that are a little bit annoying are probably all of these Flying, Steel, Fire, Water, maybe even Grass to a degree. But again, obviously that's coming from the Ferrothorn. The Energy Ball for the Gardevoir could be annoying with the Grass resistance, but I'm looking at it from more from Ferrothorn's point of view. The Komodo could come back out there. I believe it has that Fairy weakness. I'm going to double check it again because I can't fully remember. I'm pretty sure in the battle I use Psychic against it. Yes, it's got the Psychic, super effective there. The Flying as well. It's got Ice Dragon and the 4x to Fairy. There's a lot of 4x Fairy here. There is the Salamence and the Haxorus there, which is... Haxorus is just Dragon, so it would just have the normal Dragon, Fairy, Ice resistances there. And there is the Salamence in Dragon Flying, so it will be the same as the Dragonite weaknesses as well, which... I'm just going to have a look at Salamence just purely on maybe abilities here. So it has Moxie as its hidden ability, so that'll be interesting. So in my personal opinion, he could bring Intimidate to negate the physical attackers that I've got, especially for Mimikyu, but the Moxie could be big, and we know how big Moxie is on our own Gyarados there, so that could be big. But I just want to make sure that is the case. Yeah, the Rock, the 4x to Ice, the Dragon and the Fairy there. So that's good that we're changing over to Ice Punch. Flygon, maybe. You've got the, again, Noivern's in the same position as the others with Rock, Ice, and everything like that as well. But Flygon's an interesting one. Maybe Goodra, but Goodra's normal Dragon type, so we don't really need to look at that one. So I think our next one that we need to look at is probably Flygon. We are looking at, for Flygon, 4x weak to Ice with the Dragon and the Fairy as normal. We have a Tyrantrum, potentially. Tyrantrum could come out, and we're looking at a weakness of, oh wow, he could bring Tyrantrum, but looking at this, can't see him bringing it because he's got how many weaknesses? 6 weaknesses in Fighting, Ground, Steel, Ice, Dragon, and Fairy, all ×2. Resistances of normal is half, Flying is half, Poison is half, Fire is a quarter, and Electric is a half. And then you've got the Rock, Bug, Ghost, Water, Grass, Psychic, and Dark in a ×1. So that could be heavy as well. I think the next one I wanted to look at was, in fact, Duraludon. He could bring the Dragalge here. We may want to look at that. So we're going to go in with Duraludon first, and we'll look at the Dragalge. And we've got just the Fighting and Ground ×2 with Ghost, Fire, Ice, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy is actually as the ×1 immune to Poison with quite a few resistances, so that could come out. It's got quite a few resistances, both to, it's got half to normal, half to Flying, half to Rock, half to bug, half to steel, half to water, a quarter to grass, half to electric, and a half to psychic there. And then we got to go and look at Dragalge here. Dragalge, there he is. If that's even how you pronounce it. He's got a weakness to Dragalge. He's got a weakness to ground, psychic, ice, and dragon all ×2, with a normal ×1 of normal, flying, rock, ghost, steel, dark, and fairy. It's got no immunities, but it is half resistant to fighting, poison, bug, fire, water, and electric, and a quarter resistant to grass. So we have to remember that one as well. Have we got any others? Damn, there's quite a few. There's quite a few that could come out. There's Kingdra, there's Dragon, which again is just normal. The Kingdra is water dragon, so we should definitely check that one out. And we're looking at weaknesses for the Kingdra here of just dragon and fairy, with a lot of normal ×1s, which is normal, fighting, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, ghost, grass, electric, psychic, ice, and dark. So almost, you know, I think that's what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 13 of the types are normal, and then 2 weaknesses with no immunities and 3 resistances in, half for steel and then a quarter in fire and water. That's a pretty big Pokemon. And what are its abilities? Yeah, it's got damp and swift swim as well, so it could come out with a swift swim. So we could see that coming out. So that's a little bit of a interesting one. You've got Galarian Dragon flying there. You've got Appleton. I don't think he would bring Appleton. You've got Drampa, sorry, which I think would just add on the ×2 of fighting with the normal weaknesses of dragon and things. But we could have a look at Drampa just to be sure that my calculations would be correct there. Yep, pretty much I was correct with that one. Then you've got Flapple, and then the last one, really looking at it, is gonna be Turtonator. Last one we're gonna look at, and that is what, Fire Dragon. The other one no, because obviously that's only 5 flying. I forgot about that. It's not actually a dragon type. It's ground, rock, dragon for the weaknesses in ×2 each, with a damage normally for ×1 for normal, fighting, flying, poison, ghost, water, psychic, ice, dark, and fairy, and no immunities but resistances to half on bug, half on steel, and then half on electric, with only a quarter to fire and grass. The one I was thinking of was Charizard, but obviously that is fire flying, so that won't obviously show up. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting batch. Now, if I had to guess based on everything, I reckon we'll see a Dragapult. I reckon we could see a Dragonite, because there's many ways to build a Dragonite. So you could build it bulky, like on Pixelmon. If you guys watch my streams, I have a bulky Dragonite. The Garchomp could come out. Possibly a Hydreigon could turn it around on us. Maybe the Dracozolt as well. I can't see him bringing out the Komo because he's already used it in the previous gym. Salamence maybe, but then obviously he's already got a Dragon Flying type if he did bring the Dragonite. He could potentially flip it out on us again, and he could bring the Haxorus coming out. Maybe the Flygon. Again, he's in the same place with Noivern, dependent on ability, I guess. And as well, I really can't see a Dragalge. There's so many weaknesses on Tyrantrum, I can't see him bringing it personally. Duraludon's a very strong one for him to bring, so I could see that. And also Kingdra as well. Like, they have really good resistances and things like that, and they're not weak to a lot, so they could be very, very strong ones coming out there. So if I had to genuinely pick, I'd say Duraludon, Kingdra, probably Dragapult, Dragonite, and Garchomp, and possibly Hydreigon, but I don't know, but I'm happy with those. Now, the last thing I really want to do is go back onto the Gym 7 team, and I just want to literally click on a move, and we have the Play Rough, the Fairy. So it had a lot of Fairy weaknesses, yeah, so it does have Play Rough. If I can remember rightly, I couldn't see many flying weaknesses. Now, looking at it, what is Bounce? It's physical, and a lot of the... You've got the Ice Fang there, which could come in for the bounce. It does only 65 power with a 95% accuracy. And it has a 10% chance to flinch and also a 10% chance to freeze. So it's got that on there. That could be interesting. Is there any other moves at all? It's got the Hail as well. Then I can't obviously see that there. We've got the Ice Punch there. Shadow Ball, Energy Ball. I'm really happy with that build because of the Psychic and the Fairy there. The Shadow Ball. You've got also some Grass there as well with the Energy Ball. Can it learn any Ice moves? It can. It can learn Ice Punch itself, but again, I think a lot of these are, yeah, special. So that wouldn't work to a degree, I don't think. I may consider, I mean, the Shadow Claw is very good because you've got 70 power with 100% accuracy, 24 moves, and it's got high crit. Whether we would put the Ice Fang for bounce, because the Waterfall would be good for well, for the flinch, but then you've also got the Ice Fang to come out, which we could change and come out, and then we've got another ice move there. So we've got the Dragon Dance, we've got the ground in Earthquake, which is really good. I think that might be a little bit too risky, and I like this build, so we may just leave that out. I think we've got a good mix there now that we've moved the Ice Punch over Fire Punch on the Rhytheria, and we've also got that Play Rough, which is really good on the Mimikyu there, so I think that's really good. So I think I'm really happy with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to close down these 2 sets of tabs, and we're going to go into 3 battles. Now I'm going to make sure that this is completely viable. Now it does look it from what I can tell. Yeah, it's valid for Gen AOU, and we're going to head on over to some fights. Am I signed in? I am indeed. So we can just go into the fights, I guess. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we've got a Reuniclus, a Vaporeon, a Jolteon, a Dragapult, a Obstagoon, and a Ditto. Right, we'll leave with Gyarados and see how we can beat this team, you know? I'm going to start the timer because otherwise we'll be here for a while, you know? We'll Dragon Dance. And we'll see how we get on. There we go. And we've got the... Okay. We've got Dark and Normal here. We'll put the Stealth Rocks down. So we've got some extra damage. And let's see what he does. I'm glad I put the timer on because he's taking a little bit of time to think. He's going to go in with the Ditto here. He's got Imposter. And we'll go into the Volcarona here. Now we've got the Stealth Rocks down. And we're going to Quiver Dance because I think he may switch out. Which he does, and he does take damage from that, so we get a free Quiver Dance off here. And we're going to go into... Oh, he used Dragon Darts. Great. Fantastic. Okay. Right, what are we saying here? Moonblast, get that out of here. Will he go into Reuniclus now, or will he go into... Or will he go back into his Ditto? He will go into Reuniclus here, which is just a Psychic type. I'm going to go into my Rhytheria here. I'm going to Ice Punch. He's frozen. He thawed instantly. Solid. I love how he thawed instantly. To flinch the target. Let's see if we can do a Rock Slide to flinch. And see if we can get hold of him. No, he's going to go into Vaporeon here. He's going to take a little bit of damage from that. He's gonna go into this. Now he's gone into something to try and get us to move out. Now we'll go back into our Ferrothorn here. I reckon he's gonna do a water, or he's gonna do a wish. And what we'll do is when he switches out, we'll Leech Seed. And I'm going to Power Whip this guy now, because we're in a good spot, and see if we can get that off. Critical hit there. And we'll Gyro Ball. Does that do anything? No. Okay. Wait, does Leech Seed not work on this guy at all? Okay, solid. I'm just gonna keep Power Whipping you. Okay. What is going on? Okay. I don't know how to counter this thing. Is it resistant to this? Let's see what he goes with. He is super effective to it. I didn't know if to do that or not. But I now know. Obstagoon. We'll go with the Play Rock here, because something tells me that they're okay with that. Let's see what we get. Come on. Make your decision, bro. Here's less than 2 minutes. We're going with the play. We're going in with the Play Rock here. Super effective. He goes down. Gorgeous. Okay, so that's 2. I don't feel completely awful right now. We're going with Shadow Sneak, and of course he's we're gonna go in with Gardevoir here. And we do get rid of the Ditto. You stupid boy. He didn't know that I got involved with Absorb. Aha! Oh! So close. Are we faster because of the... Are we faster? We are indeed. He goes down. Good Gardevoir, come out. Oh, damn. I think he knew we won in the end. That was a great battle. Okay, right. I think we'll have time for one more because that battle was quite long. Okay, so what do we do? Gyarados, Scalvantula. We've all... Okay, oh, they've got that. So we're going with that. And, of course... We're gonna go into Rhyperior here. I'm immune, ha ha ha! Bye-bye. Right, I've got the leftovers too. So what's he gonna go in with here? Oh! Okay. Ah, he missed the Skull Shot. Yes! Okay. We got rid of Garchomp as well. That's 2 down. With the Rock Skin as well. The Rock Skin on that is going to be big if Con brings that. Artana here. Okay. Now, grass steel. I'm gonna go in with rock slide here and see how much it does. Okay, it's super effective. We need to do Kartana. Kartana. What is it super effective to? Ah. Fire and fighting. Okay. Get out of here. He too has his own Volcarona. Now... Okay. Now, what is he going to go with here? He's got to hope that paralysis comes off. Okay, we got rid of the Volcarona as well. The Moxie comes off. We are still in a little bit of a precarious position here. He has Intimidate and Moxie. Okay, we'll bounce. He is water flying, so... Okay. We'll try leech seeding him. See how much damage he actually does. But I don't know if we'll survive this. EQ will come out here. Oh! We do leech seed him. Okay. Okay, we'll go with the energy ball. We still may not be faster, I don't know, because he's got ×2 speed. Letting him have 2 Dragon Dances was not good. Okay. What's he saying here? Oh. Okay. I'm going to sword stance because we've got the disguise. Because if he goes in with like waterfall or something, then he's got that to deal with. But I think he's won this. Giving him the 2 Dragon Dances kind of let us go there a bit. There it is. The disguise is broken. Shadow Claw. Oh, okay. I'm just going to forfeit because basically the Volcarona was dead. Now, I'll just check the timing a second of the recording. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to leave it there because the recording has gone quite long. But I hope you did enjoy this video. Obviously, I would have done a third battle if it wasn't so long. But those battles, that first battle, took way too long to do a third one. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you're new. And obviously, check me out on Twitch every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6:30 p.m. GMT or BST, depending on the current time zone. At the current time of this recording, but obviously, like I said at the start of the video, that schedule is going to change due to myself going back to university, and that will come out very, very soon, and you'll be able to see that in the next couple of videos that has changed. And obviously, be sure to comment on the video as well, because that really helps us out in the algorithm. And also be sure to check out ASConflict, and his links are down below in the description, which is for his Twitch and his YouTube. And I will see you guys for the next fight, which is for gym number 7 for the Dragon type gym and the Drake badge. Take care, Chiefs. Peace. Have a good rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.